From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on your MTN Statewide News. I'm Victoria Hill. With Thanksgiving over, Americans are turning their attention to Christmas and the kickoff of the holiday shopping season. Black Friday is different this year, but as CBS's Michael George reports, Americans are ready to spend.
The line formed in the dark outside a New York Best Buy.
We're just waiting online for the PS5, but we're not sure if it's even in stock, but we're just here hoping.
Jordan Flores arrived at 2 a.m. expecting a crowd.
When I first got here, there were about 5 or 6 people here. I know when I did Black Friday shopping a few years ago, usually around 1 or 2 a.m., there's already a crowd of 30 or 40 people.
This couple got a deal on a new TV.
There's nobody, so it was smooth. We just walked in and we literally walked out in 5 minutes.
The pandemic is keeping many Americans at home, but die-hard shoppers ventured out for the official start of the holiday shopping season. The National Retail Federation expects sales to increase between 3.6 and 5.2% this year, with stores raking in up to $767 billion.
Millions will be doing their Black Friday shopping at home, and online retailers like Amazon are expecting a huge jump in sales.
At the company's Staten Island Fulfillment Center, Kate Scarpa said they're ready for the holiday rush.
We really prepare all year long for the holiday season, both in terms of gifts and making sure that we have enough for our customers across a wide variety, and also preparedness to ensure that we can really deliver and gifts arrive at customers' doorsteps right on time.
Marketing experts say smart shopping is all in the timing.
Black Friday is going to be your best day to get deals on categories like TVs and appliances. But if you're in the market for toys or computers, you'll want to wait till the weekend following Thanksgiving.
At Best Buy, the PlayStation 5 is a hot item.
I had to stay all night, and then 5:21, I booked it.
A little retail therapy during these anxious times. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Many consumers started their holiday shopping weeks ago since major retailers began their promotions in October. And if you're wondering where the term Black Friday comes from, well, it has some mixed origin stories. But researchers have come up with a timeline of how it got its shopping frenzy meaning. They say in the 1950s, Philadelphia police used the term to describe the chaos of the day in between Thanksgiving and the Army-Navy football game on Saturday. Shoppers and tourists would flood the city on Friday. The term eventually caught on to the rest of the city, but wasn't used nationally until the late 80s. That's when researchers say retailers put their own spin on what Black Friday meant. They said it came from a crash on Wall Street in September of 1869. When retailers started making a profit again, numbers turned from red to black. It happened on a Friday, and it was deemed Black Friday. Back here in Montana, a decomposed body was found in Big Arm State Park along Flathead Lake. Lake County 911 received a report around 4 p.m. Wednesday from a person walking their dog in the park. The county sheriff says the person found a human body near Highway 93. Deputies responded and discovered a decomposed and partially skeletonized female body. Lake County deputies, with the assistance of Flathead Tribal Police and the Montana Highway Patrol, conducted an initial scene investigation, and the body was taken to the Montana State Crime Lab. The remains have not yet been identified, and the investigation continues. And now in much lighter news, if you were a first-time turkey cook yesterday, you got past the hard part, but you also need to be safe about how long you're keeping those leftovers. Turkey doesn't stay good in the fridge for very long after you cook it. Food experts recommend 3 to 4 days, but in the freezer it can last 2 to 3 months. Just make sure the turkey has been carved off the bone first, but if your turkey was maybe out for too long yesterday and you notice a slimy film or strong odor, you should just toss it. And one turkey not served up yesterday, a big tom named Wishbone. Living on a farm northwest of Great Falls, MTN's Tim McGonigal shares a story of survival and why Wishbone's life was spared this Thanksgiving.
A brisk November wind doesn't bother Wishbone, a nearly 50-pound tom turkey living on Lori Ward's family ranch near Power.
He was in the snow for at least 5 days, underneath about 4 feet of snow.
Each year, the family raises 2 turkey chicks, ultimately destined to become Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner. This year, those dubious honors were going to go to Wishbone and Charlotte. But a bitter November blizzard threw a wrench in the plans.
There was a couple days where we couldn't even get out to the pens, so we had fed them a lot, enough to survive for those couple days. But when we came out to find them, make sure they were okay, and to feed them again, all we found was Charlotte.
With Wishbone nowhere to be found, the fear was someone else may be feasting on the big bird.
We really thought maybe the coyotes got him because we looked everywhere, couldn't find him.
Lori's husband dug a trench in the turkey's snow-covered pen to see if he could locate Wishbone, thinking he may be frozen. Days later, it was Lori's grandson Chase who was feeding the other animals and made the welcome discovery.
I heard another distant sound, and I was like, what is that sound? And so I walked in the pen, I looked around in the snow, and I almost thought he wasn't there. And then I checked in a small corner, and there he was. I found a little bank of snow, and there it was right in a little hole, and boom, his head popped right out of the hole.
Chase could barely contain his excitement.
I ran into the house, and I told Grandma, the turkey's still alive. You'll never believe this. It was a miracle.
Lori says maybe it was the massive amount of feathers that helped Wishbone survive. And after an ordeal like that, she didn't have the heart to make a meal out of him.
After all that trauma, we thought, Chase said, we can't eat him now.
I said I love that guy when I found him.
Near Power, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.
Lori says Wishbone's frosty adventure has earned him a lifetime exemption from the holiday dinner table, but the family still has their eye on Charlotte for Christmas dinner.